Hi guys, it's Teresa. Today is Friday, so I'm back with another language, culture related video, blah 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 blah. If you're new to my channel, I make videos about lifestyle, culture and language here on this channel, and I have a second channel that I just started with all of my performance stuff and art, you know, all of that fun stuff. So if you're interested, check the links in the description box and give me a good subscribe and join the family. Today I'm going to be talking about how to pronounce Korean better, how to get more practice with Korean. Actually, someone had requested that I answer this question. Here was the comment, and I'm so excited that I'm starting to get a lot of feedback from you guys, so that I can make videos that you guys want to see and not just stuff that I want to do. You know, because YouTubers, we make videos for you guys. Please do leave me more comments, any questions that you have, anything that you ever were curious about to do with anything that I can, you know, anything, just anything. Also, I want to remind you guys that every video generally has an accompanying blog post, and the blog post goes into more detail and gives more of my opinion on the stuff, and it's generally a little bit more organized in the videos too. In the description box and click on the blog link so that you can get more information. So today I'm not really going to go into the full thing on how to pronounce everything, because I totally could do that. I could even do short videos on how to pronounce specific words if you would like that. What I'm going to be doing is giving you some tips on how to better your pronunciation. So these are really my 5 tips for helping you better your pronunciation in Korean and be able to sound like a native. Okay, so the first suggestion is swallow. Now that might sound really strange to you, but Korean is a language that's not spoken outwardly. English is a very outward language where we're very loud. Everything is, all of the sound is coming out here. But Korean is really in your mouth and in your throat. So when you're speaking Korean, what you want to do is try and speak everything inside your mouth. So for instance, instead of 안녕하세요, you want to say 안녕하세요. 안녕하세요. It's all going backwards in this direction, which brings me to my second tip. You should flick your tongue and your lips when pronouncing N's and M's and anything of the like. It connects with the swallowing. So for instance, have you ever noticed that ne, when you say yes, ne, sounds a little bit like de, like D, and that whenever you say mogo, it sounds a little bit like bogo, like with like a B. 몰라 sounds a little bit like 몰라. And the reason why is because they're swallowing back while flicking their lips. So it's not ne, ne, it's ne, ne. So I'm flicking my tongue and then swallowing back, ne. So then it comes out as this sound that gets swallowed back into your mouth, and it makes it sound kind of like a D. 몰라. It's not 몰라, 몰라, it's 몰라, 몰라, 몰라. Like when you go in and flick your lips, and it makes it sound kind of like a B. Tip 3. Repeat everything you hear. For me, what I'll do is I'll watch dramas, and anytime that I hear something that I'm starting to hear a lot, I'll just try to say it a whole bunch of times. And also, for instance, these tips, the first 2 tips that I gave you, it's gonna take a lot of time to get used to. So what you should do is really take the time and repeat it over and 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 over. Right? So make sure when you're studying Korean that you have to, or any language to be honest, that you have to repeat things over and over and over for your muscles to remember how to pronounce it, and not necessarily your brain. Tip number 4. Learn the letters. So a lot of people think that they're just equivalents, and to be honest, I always teach people that never think that there's an equivalent to anything in language unless you have like the same root language like Spanish or something. When you're learning an Asian language, you need to disconnect yourself from that completely. Korean letters are not English letters. Kiyoung does not connect with G. It is not the same letter, right? And that's why you always see this G/K thing, because they're not the same letter. So what you really need to do is just think about it as a whole new thing and learn how they're pronounced. And once you can pronounce every single letter, you'll be able to pronounce the words a lot better once you have a full understanding. I would make a video on how to pronounce the letters, but there are already so many good videos about it, like Talk to Me in Koreans or Professor O's. If you want links to those videos, I'll put them in the description box for you. And also, if you're finding this helpful so far, please give me a thumbs up, because you know that helps. It helps. And my final tip, number 5, listen to a shitload of Korean. I know this is probably the obvious point, and I maybe shouldn't have finished off on this point, but I'm finishing off on this point because it's actually the most essential one. If you continue to listen to it, and you pay attention to it, it will help your tongue really learn how to speak like them. Our brains are the type of brains that really like to copy things. It's able to copy things. So if you flood yourself with Korean, then you will get this much closer to sounding natural, sounding better, being able to speak more fluently, quickly. When I say listen to Korean, even if you don't understand it, just listen to it, you know? Listen to radio, listen to dramas, play mini dramas while you're walking. There are a whole bunch of videos that exist on the internet that you can listen to that are all in Korean. Like Talk to Me in Korean, there's a whole series where they just go out and speak in Korean and all of these different things for you to get practice. So even if you just play that while you're doing homework, or play that while you're getting ready in the morning, it'll help your ears and your brain get more used to what Korean is. Everybody, that was my video on tips to pronounce Korean. You noticed that I did this video in English, and I was thinking of explaining it in Korean, but then, you know, I would have to make subtitles, which take me quite a bit of extra time to do, and it's really tedious. But I was wondering, would you guys prefer me to do the video in Korean, or was it okay in English? Depending on the feedback that I get, maybe I'll consider doing more videos in Korean more often, or any other language for that matter. It's not about me, it's about you. So let me know what you guys would prefer. If this video helped you or you learned something new, please give it a thumbs up. Head on down to the description box below and there will be a whole bunch of links to all my social media. I got Snapchat, got Instagram, I got Twitter, I got all of it, y'all. I got all of it. All the links to the resources that I mentioned will be comprehensively in the blog post. And if you enjoy my videos, please subscribe. It would mean the world to me that you join my family here at Live Love Land. Did I say everything I need to? Later!
So listen, baby.
I actually really love them. I had a friend, her name is Vivian, and she used to have a little bit of a bright and red hair. I fell in love with them, so I said, I have to get one. I got these at Forever 21 for only, they were on sale, buy one get one free for like $8, so I got these. I also got some rock boards because rock boards is nice month, and I got these boots.